auto on Route EK15 in a white Toyota Sienna.
Open 16, where you get a cut. Hey, folks. Replace that, bring that in some. Say again? Yes, I put it right there with the other stuff. It's a gray bag. Yeah.
That's 297 staging. 22, you can go ahead and disregard until units are built. You're prior.
What's up, everybody? We are back in Bakersfield. All the scanners are on.
I show that you're 10-8, so station. Or 206 Adam, are you clear to enter?
Robert, Mary,
That's right, you can enter for as well.
Silver, Mercedes,
10-4, Gmail, not a problem.
One inmate service 6, 1097.
Just enjoy the stream.
1014 with 2, get bus station downtown.
10-4. Just use my shop case. Current corridor out of Bakersfield.
California 4, Dawn 007.
On a 2008 Fun corridor out of Los Angeles.
10-8, we'll handle 139.
Plus, 2505 Mount Ready, not ready. 6-4 RP, step down.
7 on 139.
Just getting everything finished, set up.
Copy today. Mr. On Poly 4, can you attach the J code?
Intro.
Mr. On Tango 3, advise on clearance 491.
Tango 3, standby. 4.4 animal control will be calling your 1021.
444, copy. The one is met available? The 171. The 174.
42, South Union, I need sprint.
We will handle 096.
10-440 or Empire Resident 6015, replace at Walmart. Affirmative.
Versus 3029 by EL.
Negative, standby.
All right.
311, go ahead. Fort Hill 2. Looks like there are no windows. Audible alarm 3724, but go into a business. No photography.
Tom Ida Adam Nora.
Now we're back in Bakersfield.
9090, run the subject for firearms.
Let's see what happens tonight.
Birthdays, California driver's license. Roy 4737001. Hispanic male, last Monday.
10-4. 10-4, are you clear for 10:35?
Go ahead.
Second round, somebody check their QRA times. Number 1 is for $5,500 for CDC. Number 2 is $5,000 for CDC. Negative probation and 20 choice suspended Bakersfield. He does have prior to 148, 29,800, and 11,558 out of 60. Do you have a DL number? Do you have a second update? That's on me now.
Middle would be Rafael Hernandez.
Over. And you confirm second last name is O'Neill, Boy Oceanora Edward Tom. Over.
Yeah, we made it home last night. Back to paying them California gas prices, you know. I'll check Venmo here in a second, Miss Ruth. Give me 1 second. Let me get out to the freeway. Well, the job we were going to do canceled today. The Wisconsin run was just canceled. Now they're not going to make the move. So I'll find another one to do here soon. Check Venmo. Miss Ruth coming in with a 50 spot. I'll take that off. 750.
was 6 Something of Sounds Restrained Person in the studio. Protected is Jennifer Mendoza. Is 27 is valid.
And I can't be mad because they don't want to move no more. No one really wants to move out of California. Other than the bullshit that California puts you through. We are in Bakersfield, California. When you see the white lettering in the corners, that tells you where we're at. If I'm in Bakersfield, I live stream with the white logos. If I'm on the road, I live stream with the black and gold logo.
Are you wanting the original RP or the property manager? The property manager.
Feels good to be back.
But
I want to go out again already. I want to leave, do another run. Got bills I got to pay.
Victim of a 242 called in. The RPs are just calling a report of the loud crowd, large crowd, physical, and the subject with the firearm. The RP Christian manager does not answer the line time too. Unfortunately, sir.
Yeah, if you... Man, I got home, we got back. I don't even remember touching the pillow. I was out. I slept all night, well, from about 2 a.m. to about 4 p.m. today. I slept. I was out. So altogether, that trip, round trip, was 6,395 miles in 1 week. Did I make any big money? No. I broke even. I screwed up on the mileage, the charging of the mileage. So, but the next trip I do, I'm going to do all the mileage the right way and get it all situated. So basically the trip paid, the money I made paid for the gas. Yeah, I got to see the USA in the Chevrolet. Yeah, it's all trial and error. You live and you learn. Lessons made. But I did get a message. Somebody wants to move from here to Texas. But I gotta have an enclosed trailer to do that move.
Did you want me to create a
So I gotta find an enclosed trailer, at least an 18 to 20 foot enclosed trailer to do that move with.
34429.
Hey, sir, here's the off my
Separate call.
So that's my next thing, to find an 18 to 20 foot enclosed trailer.
Control 1, 244, clear the 10.91. Last of John Tillery, David, Edward, John, Ocean, Nora, apostrophe, Tom, Ida, Lincoln, Edward, Robert, Yellow, versus Kyle, King, Yellow, Lincoln, Edward, date of birth 11/1/1989, 89, the black male adult. Transfer.
Yeah, you can rent the trailers. Oh man, my knee is still hurting. Both of them from that fall. What's up, Mr. Randy? Charlie, where are you going out? Where are you driving from, though? I fell when I was in Seattle at the protest. I misjudged the curb and, well, but the camera didn't touch the ground.
991 boy out of the office, afternoon. Go for a clear for 1035. Charlie is 1032 Frank Nobel for PC 3455 and has 4 additional misdemeanor warrants. Charges include 148 and 647 at Frank.
Going 16 to Laredo.
144 Adam to Laredo.
144 Adam, 144 Adam. 1198 at the Ross parking lot. Stay for around here.
No one copies.
But it was a nice run. Me and the wife did enjoy it. You know, all those years of driving diesel truck, not being able to see stuff, and then being in the pickup, we were able to see a little bit more, but I still had that diesel truck driving mentality on it. So I tried, I stuck to truck stops what I know. How many times did I try to pull into a scale house? Oh, that was the rough one. Every time I seen an open scale, gotta stop. Then I think about it. No, I don't have to. They showed that, yeah, they tore that Social Security office up. Did you see that? That's where we were filming at, Mary. At the Social Security office. In the federal building.
Control body in 410.
Air 410.
Hey, look, the fireworks stands are getting set up.
Four code 4.
4 code 4. What's on 6 controlling?
156.
What's on 6 and 6 Adam? What's on 6 also copy a call. 33 Manor Street, Pharmacy Charles. It'll be a welfare checker Sterling Martin, 60s, was arrested past date. He's wearing black t-shirt, red shorts, this is HPD. 3033 Manor Street, Pharmacy Charles.
No, actually in Ohio, the morning we got to Ohio, I caught a bad accident that morning when we pulled in. And I went live on the accident. Major injury, car crash. 2 went to the hospital.
Country Rock asking 415 5301 Demar Avenue, just east of in the parking lot area. 5 is back about scene Friday. Control to clear.
This stage for a minute.
What's that? Just confirm we seized all of his firearms. Yeah, the one we located.
My next deal is to find a fifth wheel attachment so I can tow fifth wheel trailers.
King 310, not the manor.
Turning around.
Get the contact second half.
Oh, nice, Ruth. Yeah, but to get a fireworks stand, you gotta have what? You gotta have at least $10,000 up front. And then you gotta have at least 6 people to run it.
Central 4.
Central 4.
5 Central 4 ETA on medical.
Crossfire 63 area.
Control
Control time, 215 units en route. 1 mile northeast of Rio Frio Road Mountain, on the south side of the river, near the shooting range. Assignment is on current 4, current 4.
Well, there is some areas of California that you cannot light fireworks.
You're extremely 10-1 unreadable.
5 Central West, contact
11 time on. Control 10 4, affirmative with 10 helmet.
But it was a long drive, but it was a fun long drive. We enjoyed it. What did you grill, Teresa?
For Adam, are you good? Go for it.
Units are coming.
You call for Adam, get back on you.
I have no idea, Sherry.
So I'm just detaining to related to selling these 500 shifts.
Is this any two? Person support home devices are in me.
Alright, that's report up one. Hey, sir, can you start up any other one there, can I?
So funny, TC confirming it out.
5 electricity up, 9030.
10-4-242, 1414 East 19th Street. Mike 5. Can you confirm what Chevron?
But hey, it is what it is, right? I'm ready to go for another one.
On the 10 further unit?
So 10 more, 5.
10.
So 114 Adam, I'll be to 16 times 2 to Lerdo.
Yep.
That's all my 5 slipper place.
Negative. Like your player stuff up. Expired June 2nd this year, that's 2024.
That's just a Mohawk, California.
Here's the first look to domestic 182 Runway. So you have this RP husband Anthony, about around 61 years old, wearing a gray shirt, blue jeans.
What's up, Chuck? Just got home this morning, early this morning from that trip that I did to Ohio.
So my 5 slipper 272901.
Go ahead.
CDL Adam 44711. King 397 to the west, I'll be staged for additional unit.
1087 to the west.
Alright, 197, any knowledge, 103.6.
Central Broadcasting 1 up here reporting vehicle trade
Teresa,
in the area of Mesa Marin.
what do you got for me to pick up?
No vehicle description. Good something clear.
Don't come out here talking about grilling and not invite a homie over.
Control 1 Camp 3 coming in.
There were multiple units.
5 clear for 1035. 5-5.
There's an unconfirmed missing warrant 20,000 for contempt of court out of Orange County. And his 27 is valid. Audible 459 for business 2700 Oswald Street at Chevron. 0384.
You ain't gotta ask me twice.
452 Mustang 5619 went to Burley.
1+697.
1+697.
Okay, what vehicle? Kroll, Gosford, State Union, 55063. Dodge, in the parking lot, call 450 with the 5 West 51 around.
5 West 51, 10-4. Leave Robert Reed, snow stop current 09 Dodge. Local.
Oh man.
Central 12+6 611 Toledo.
691 Toledo.
Central 924 today.
924, 10-4. 24, channel 2 for traffic.
All right, Gmo, have a good night.
Central 924 for traffic.
Code cleared all of units for suicide subject 6200 North Lower Glen, permit 1603.
24, 10 1, 10 9.
Charlie, it all depends on which gas station you go to. The Quick Trip, those Quick Trip gas stations, the food's pretty good.
From en route for Hurricane.
10-4. 5 Central Armor.
The Buc-ee's that we were stopped in Missouri was pretty good, which that's the way you're going to go up to I-44 if you're going to go to Illinois from California.
Lincoln 53, 1061 at Rosedale Tower.
310.
Let's see, the Pilot truck stops, they usually have decent food, or the Loves.
Lincoln 53.
53, 1061 at Rosedale Tower. Control down, fire 2.
What else?
So far, 2 ideal me.
Yeah, equipment.
721 EC.
Will Brown, what are you talking about? Why are you always on my bro? What the hell are you talking about there, Will Brown? Yeah, Teresa, I'll come by and pick a plate up. Why not? I'm not going to turn down food.
Out of the upper fair.
No, I don't have a CB in this truck, no. But Mary, that was the first time I ever been into a Buc-ee's.
Confirming all units switch to fire 2.
That's affirmative. Do you want me to start each equipment as well?
What state are you in, Charlie?
Tron, so far, can you attach an additional coding for 594? Sorry, contact 74. Red, time, 110.
Last unit ID.
2 Pop Brown.
Control 1, 1013.
Will Brown, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Industrial code 8474 is 74779. 74779.
Will Brown, if you don't like me, unfollow my page. Jesus.
We had a report of fire on the north side of the river. It turns out it's going to be above Hard Park, up on top of the hill.
Oh, geez.
41, 42, but 94, and they're trying to make access now.
They got a fire up above Hart
Copy,
Park.
I got vacation time 4 and 26 of that. Do I need to continue?
One speed, you was in a Buc-ee's for 2 hours? Yeah, we walked in there and I was like, son of a bitch. It's like a damn Walmart in there.
Ocean Department D. David.
Going into Buc-ee's is like going into a Walmart.
I copy. 1042, we currently have guys going up the shooting range road to the top.
256
Copy. You guys have eyes on fire up there?
Every time you
It's in the vicinity.
go on my page, it takes me to your page. Well, I have no idea what you're doing then.
Copy.
There, Will Brown. I have no idea who you are.
In Hart Park right now. We'll attempt to make access as well.
Do all the reporting you want to do, Will Brown. I don't give a damn.
Access, just confirming battalion 4, 41 and 42, okay. Is on scene, you're still attempting.
Yeah, every time. Yeah, Buc-ee's does have a lot of gas pumps.
Control 1, 256, good 6 on 1 to the north of Allied. Alpha, to be told, vehicle to GOA, what's that I need?
63, ECC on fire. 583,
Alright, we gotta wait for Teresa real quick. He's a troll.
That's Patrol 41.
Change our location for medical.
Just for.
So they got a fire up above Hart Park. When we leave here, we'll go check it out.
Patrol 41.
Boy, I'll kick your ass if you mess with my food. Huh? All right.
Patrol 41.
All right.
Great control.
All right, Will Brown. I'll help you out there, Will Brown. Will Brown, type for me.
But it's still 5 feet away towards the west from us. There's a high,
Good evening, Miss Linda.
shooting range. You went up through the shooting range. It looks like it's closer to those high power lines.
Will Brown, type for me, fool.
Control 1, contact.
4142, confirming you think it's over by the old dump. We got 90 to best access by the old dump. It looks like it's near the high tension power line, a couple ridges over from where we're at. I copy. We're about halfway up the shooting range road. We're going to flip around and make access from one Paladino then.
Control 1, contact Henry, clear the 1027, 1029, 1.
Okay, Miss Linda, thank you. Now that I don't got to do it.
Last phonetically, Sam, Ida, Mary, Edward, Nora, Adam, Sam. First of Kevin, date of birth is 10/26, 1986.
You know what? I like being back home, but I don't want to spend. I like being here, but I'd rather be back on the road. You know, money, got to pay bills. The live streaming, the streets don't pay the bills like it used to.
Hi, Central 4.
Central 4, Wilson, news time.
Cheers, Buck, protect law for assistance on her right lane of possible transient, white male, no shirt, black shorts, laying in the parking lot.
The live streaming, the crime,
Copy.
10-4, doing the live streaming on the crime chasing, it doesn't pay the bills like it did in the past.
Out of the fire station 2 area. Division 3. I opened the both gates on the old dump road, so you can make access from the old dump road and then make a left and follow the high tension road along the high tension wire. And copy.
Pugsley didn't care. Pugsley is happy where he was at with other dogs.
Division 3 information and 8 general.
Fancy passed away. Fancy and Capone passed away last year. When Capone passed away 6 months later, Fancy passed.
1050.
If Facebook would just give me my monetizations back, everything would be perfect. One speed, no. A buddy of mine has Riley. Riley was too big for my wife to handle. So Riley's right now with a bunch of other German Shepherds. My buddy has a bunch of German Shepherds and Belgians. That's where she's at with them. Fred, I did not make that last trip. No. I messed up on the last trip. So I did not make it. I broke even. So basically the last trip paid for gas. What's up, little Miss Shorty? What'd you grill?
Huh?
What'd you grill?
Some chicken, hamburgers, and hot dogs.
You know that's not gonna make it home.
And corn. And then I made macaroni and cheese and baked beans.
You know that's not gonna make it home.
Oh, I put plenty in. It better make it home.
We'll see.
And I wrapped up the buns at the top.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Where's everybody at? Let me say hi.
Look, y'all want to see little Teresa? No, they seen you finally.
Huh?
They
They
seen
see
you.
me? Yay! Hi, everybody.
It does feel good to be home.
I know it does.
My truck is filthy.
But you're home.
Yeah,
Glad you guys made it safe. Where's Boss Lady? Is she on?
I don't have no idea where she's at. She's probably asleep.
Well, she deserves
For what?
riding with your ass.
Being the passenger princess?
Yep, riding with your ass.
Wow.
Don't let it spill. I wrapped it as best as I could, but I
I'm
made
gonna put
you
the buns right here.
fat-ass plate. The corns are on the side.
These are the buns.
Yeah, those are the buns. And the corn's in there. That's the meat. And
Well, that's not making it nowhere. It's making it to the center console. You ought to know better.
you guys get on him. He better not eat it all.
PRCS for PC
You're not even
245
going to
and
use the bun.
74.
Oh.
That's pretty good.
And 584 Charles 1183 Eastbound.
I don't eat bread.
Highway,
Oh, you
West
don't?
County
Oh,
Freeway.
okay.
Go ahead.
I'm going to call Tammy right now.
Go.
And if you don't get, if she don't get
584
that,
Charles
get
C,
your
red
ass kicked.
Chevrolet Camaro. And what it TC'd with, it's 11.
That's all right, says you should have ride. Thank you.
LG ID on Fairwood.
She ran to the house.
Affirmative.
Headlights were too bright. Well, she looks like Casper the Friendly Ghost. So, like I said, I got home early this morning, and I passed out till about 4 o'clock this afternoon. You know, 6,300 miles will catch up to you, especially when you get into a bed. We didn't get no motels on this trip because of the way we were working. I only stopped a couple hours here and there to take a nap. I took a nap every couple of hours. Other than that, I was on the road running. Yeah, 6,300 miles, Kevin.
We made access from the top of the old dump road, just past.
No, I did not go get the truck washed today, nor did I have the oil changed.
Follow that main road along the power lines. Pull the ID in the green glow sticks.
Access from the top of Old Dump Road, past the gate, going east, turn north, and follow the main road and green glow sticks.
Tracks.
Kevin, I said 6,300 miles.
1098 DOT, no 1010.
Where the hell do you get 1,600?
Final 30.
Memory and Baker, copy 6. Stand by for the place.
1040.
It will be 6 Sam Ida Charles 222 on a silver Camry.
1040. Return to no stop. Expired on a 2013 Toyota Local.
Yeah, 6,300 miles.
What do you want to like you to take action on this north flank? Hopefully one copy.
North 3, North 19, North David 1, West I1, copy traffic. Funded AOB for fire 1343710 Club Road. They're requesting evacuations in a 1 mile radius for $20,000, correction, 20,000 gallon tank full of methane that's on fire. They're going to recontact with the CP location and search the area.
Patrol 41 are on scene. We have approximately 3 acres of grass and light brush. Low rate of spread, no exposures. Battalion 4 will be assuming command of the Mesa incident. Battalion 4, engine 10. It looks like we'll be able to get our engine up there and just bring the patrol in.
Please tell me is aware.
And no, I did not do no booger sugar. The
Patrol
fuck?
10, I believe patrol only would work best up here.
I got a stop and get something to
Copy.
drink.
The drawing from approximately 3 acres of grass and white brush on fire exploded at spread with no exposure to the killing ice. Can you advise the other unit that was watching?
Control 41.
Copy. Control 41.
I drink so many energy drinks and smoke so much cigarettes. I'm pissing energy drink and bleed nicotine. I'm gonna pull in here and grab some, grab another energy drink.
Battalion 1, Battalion 4. Everyone. Battalion 1, I can handle equipment en route if you'd like to complete. You can continue if you like.
Be right back.
I'm about halfway up Dump Road. I can try and just make safe space with you. Copy.
They'll call them cutter blocks as they call them first.
Control, Metro 6, sorry, so no matter. Control 1, 10, 6, 13, amount to the 415.
1013 fine.
Control 144, 1097, no matter. Control 1, 2+6, up to 50. 50. Also, 6, code 1. That's fine.
Once you have 21 RP, there's no interest door. Control 1, 1013, units 97. 10 10. Over.
All right.
I'll be 1010 on call 31 out there. Have a good night.
All right, let's go check out this fire.
Okay. Trans Southgate on a white GMC pickup truck, unusual plate.
That's fine.
So I talked to another guy. He wants me to tow his show car to Texas, to Dallas.
And copy 5 Charles 49828.
5LA124. 5LA1 returns no stops current on a 95 GMC local.
But my wife won't be going with me on that trip.
The 1240 DRC, break the dash for. What do you, a choices? 42 Battalion 4, start on this south end near me and work your way to the west along this road and put up on a model push to you.
Local 59 at Family Park 4009 Chester Avenue. 42 looking for 300.
So I gotta find, like I say, I gotta find an 18 to a 20-foot enclosed trailer if I'm gonna do that. I don't want to have this guy's car out in the elements on traveling that kind of a distance. So he'll be back there for. So how it'll work is I'll take the car back and then I'll deadhead home empty. In 2 weeks I'll go back. He'll pay me to go back and then bring the car back to Bakersfield. So I'm going to go talk to the company here in town to see how much they want down on an enclosed trailer. The reason why I want such a big trailer, I want a bigger trailer than what I need, is I want to put an air conditioner on it. And then put a bed in there that'll fold up when I'm not using it. So I don't have to get a motel. I have a room in the trailer when I'm either using it or not. So when I'm on a run with it, I can use the trailer for a bed, a room. What the hell? Why would I want to spend $100 a night on a motel? Well, this fire is supposed to be big, but I'm not seeing no glow from Hart Park above Hart Park area.
Clear CFS 4700, negative contact.
Check the welfare 633 Olive Street.
What's up, Scott?
Met 24472.
Yeah, motel rooms on this trip, I looked at them over $100 a night.
I'll fix this net, still needed for your current.
Negative.
Well, my toy hauler that I own, my camper, my RV, it's got a 19-foot garage in it. But I don't want to carry a 10,000-pound I don't want to tow a 10,000 pound camper with a 4,000 pound car in it that's on hydraulics. Hell, just getting it into the camper would be a job in itself. Those ramps ain't that ramp on that toy hauler is steep.
Central Zero Beach, 1010, A200, Northwell Glen on 9, Lincoln Yellow Victor, 475, Silver Dakota.
10-4.
Lincoln Robin 4 with the Central Core.
Linda, my toy hauler has the bed in the front. The guy that I bought the toy hauler from, he was hauling his rock crawler Jeep in it, and he took the bed out of the back.
Code 33, channel 2, code 33, channel 2, 8200 on Rockland.
So it doesn't have the bed in the back.
Code 33 on channel 2, code 33 on channel 2. Gosford and Kroll.
Gosford and Kroll. Now that we're way up on this side, we get a code 33 on that side.
Lincoln Robin 4, code 4.
Code 4 anyway.
Take off with 4, clear code 33, channel 2, clear code 33, channel 2.
Alright, West 51, can you show me back on the traffic stop?
Code 2 on Pip 1.
In North area, unit 110-1, stand by McCombs and Raleigh until we get confirmation.
5 LA 1.
We're command post standing.
And a regular enclosed trailer don't weigh near as much as my toy hauler does.
5 LA 1, did you have traffic?
National First Church on code 4.
10-4, 5 50.
Oh, you said copy.
4,500 pounds versus 10,000 pounds. That's gas.
5 LA 3.
Valley 3, 1096, you're off to 5 Valley 1.
10-1.
Copy.
He's going to be at Gun Club and Sherwood.
17502 Charles, AOD for control 1.
More than 1,000.
Barbara, we just passed by your house. Hello.
117-502 Charles, AOD for control 1. 164-379 Club Road, across the Santa Walton, Sherwood. They're on scene of a 20,000 gallon tank full of methane that's on fire. They're sending an observation for a 2-mile radius in the area. They're requesting a hard close run from Club Method and the southeast of the area for HP to assist. Delta Way 10-4, triple pistol, so you're out to that, level 415, 540, Fairview, VA, black male with a Deadpool shirt and jeans, asking for a knife for 905 that are bothering him nearby. 540 East Fairview.
I'm not seeing no fire at all. Oh, they got the road closed. But not, thank you for that donation, that super chat.
Taiwan.
Okay, thanks. CMB super 930.
Yeah, I just tapped engine tank for me. It's just straight out that road, back to the west.
Oh,
I'm not sure what route, I'm not sure where 10's parked. I came up through our park from the shooting range and kind of worked my way back into here. So I'm not exactly sure where engine 10 parked.
that's a bad accident.
Control 10, Taiwan, 310. I see.
So we may not even get nowhere near this fire.
Patrol 10. Hey, Patrol 10. Do you have any word for 308? We should be able to mop up this corner. Copy. Patrol 41. I see same traffic. You said you want?
5851.
So yeah, they already got the fire out.
I'll call over again. We're good for it. Copy complete. Sorry, give me a bill. Taiwan, Patrol 10. We have traffic. 5 copy. Patrol 10, Taiwan, disregard. Ready to go. Pleasure, Q for our 10 form, Taiwan. You need me to continue in?
What's up, Sir Allen?
For the Cheshire, Edward,
We'll have all of off of this pretty shortly. It's Taiwan complete.
Permit to returns no suspects fired on a 2003 Honda. Pending master file out of Tornado Valley.
10-8-9-1.
You was listening earlier? Oh yeah. Yeah, diesel motor would have did a hell of a better job. Would have been better on fuel mileage. What's up, Maters Joe? Oh, the oil change cost me $172.
Forward, CMB super lawful.
This damn thing takes 10 quarts of oil.
Tom Child 41097 tag 198. Just 120,000 to report quickly.
Root, but the difference in the diesel and a gas, diesel lasts longer. Diesel can pull heavier. Diesel pulls heavier loads much easier than a gas motor will.
Unit for a party missing person, 3200 Door Drive.
But I'll tell you what, every time I pulled into a gas station, this truck is a neck breaker.
Bar 5 copy.
I thought they were checking me out. No, they were checking out the truck. Bastard. Bitches. Fuckers.
1126, the out route, route, 151.
Left 10 to 15 to go. Black female wearing a purple top, burgundy pajama bottom.
You all right? The CHP was there with that car. If the CHP wouldn't have been there, I had to stop. Problem with that road, people like to act a fool on it and try to drift that road down it, and then they screw up at the bottom.
However, on level type 173 of the Tennessee.
10-4 is being cleared, the expert patrol on AS.
572, myself, 4 car run to 189.
Take call, approaching Bravo 56.
Oh, shit.
51, we're code 4, cancel additional units.
Confirm last left Port Robert 5.
551.
10-4, 550, Port Robert 5, 222.
I'll tell you what, though, on the trip back from Ohio to Washington State, I have never driven that slow in my life.
What's our covering unit?
I've never. Porterville Stringer, it is a slow night here. How's it going, brother? How do you do 'em? How's it going, Porterville? Pretty good for you over there? You're the only... Shit. You're the only streamer in Porterville, right?
Circulating the area for...
Now, what nights do you normally go live on?
Family members can only to make contact with units.
Copy, Richard.
Porterville used to be my stomping grounds when I was younger, when I lived in Delano. Used to go to Porterville every weekend to have fun. Even though it wasn't fun, but I had a girlfriend that lived over there.
One Roger Laos, 1 F, 5 miles there.
That's 42319. Well, it's right ARP found missing person at a gas station. We're attempting the location now.
Alright, copy. Control on to focus 4 units, 1097.
97. 503, they're at South Union Express for GPS.
503 copies, RP 89
Sit on your left.
Is the RP returning to the dispatch location?
123.
How long have you been streaming in Porterville?
Someone further Wasco PD has 2 units en route.
Do I want some peanut butter cookies? I love peanut butter cookies. Peanut butter cookies is my thing right there, I tell you what. G-Mom makes some bomb-ass peanut butter cookies.
Three affirmative, they're returning to Door Drive.
503 copies.
Yeah, Alex, I'm in town. I got here this morning. I got to town about 1 o'clock in the morning. If I do get a Dodge, a Ram, I want it to have the bed on it. I don't want it to look, I don't want it to be a frameless, a bedless truck. I want it to look just like this, because if I take the bed off of it and put a tow bed on it, a hauling bed on it, then I gotta play with the damn DOT officers. I want it to look just like a normal pickup. Then I don't gotta stop at scales. Fuck a DOT number. You know what I mean?
Control 1264. I'm killing subject with RP 7.
10-4.
What's up, Joe? Yeah, pushing weight. Native Dave. I know what you mean, bro. Being from Delano, I know what you mean. Yeah, I'll be live tomorrow in town. I'm waiting on this guy to let me know on the trip to Texas.
They're answering 10-41.
42, battalion 4. Thank you.
Joe, Alex Rodriguez is the one that helped me get this truck.
The UCC battalion 4, all equipment's completed to base incident.
23.
No, the guy that I'm talking to about moving the car he's down in LA, but he doesn't have a trailer to tow it, and he's gonna fly out. So I got to figure out how to get a hold of a enclosed trailer.
Over 5297-872.
You might have something for me, Alex? Hell yeah. Alright guys, I gotta water the tires real quick.
Control 4 prior to LB code 6 at 16.
I'll give you a call tomorrow about it, Alex.
Copy, something.
Control 1 Ball 6, any UDL en route to the checker welfare and redash.
Gonzalez, 32 years old, told RP that he's going to kill himself and fled on East Brundage, occupying a white Honda Accord. He does have 2 firearms registered to him.
246, copy. Can you start, Matt?
Met 24, control 1.
24.
At 24, can you respond with units to 420 Loop Patch Highway?
Engine 6, commercial fire alarm 1750 Cheatham Avenue.
Perfect, off. Nice shape. Control 24, 10-6 with control 1.
At 24, 24.
Metro 2 back around 077.
10-4, Central Welfare.
Come here, damn it.
Check the welfare 929 Quincy Street of a woman heard screaming outside, no description, heard only.
3, copy.
Jesus, Eric. Oh yeah, Joe. Today, like I said, I slept all day. I caught up on a week's worth of sleep today.
Control on Metro 6, 9 a.m. What's the week plan?
5 Metro 6, 10-4. 246 is also attempting to employ one of the RP to confirm where the second half was. 10-4.
040. Vehicle ID is William 4962.
48 service 1-4.
Well, that van didn't run. He pulled into the gas station.
Five 3 returns, no stops. Current on a 2011 Chevrolet local.
Tomorrow morning, I'll go to the car wash and get the truck washed.
Insect, you can cancel.
So 1 message 2, 10-7.
Star, you know better than
believes
that.
the second half will be back at his residence, 2105 Kent Drive.
246, copy. We'll be en route again.
Format 24, if you'll also respond to 2105 Kent Drive instead.
24 firm.
I just spent a whole week in the same car as my wife.
Next situation.
I'll 6 still cooking.
10-6.
But I didn't die. Not yet, at least. Yeah, she was sleeping when we got to Minneapolis. She would not wake up for shit. But you know the good thing about it? On the way out from California to Ohio, while she was sleeping, I was cruising. When she was awake, I couldn't cruise the way I was cruising. Like I was able to cruise while she was asleep. I found out the toll road in Oklahoma on the 44, right there before you get to Tulsa, is 80 miles an hour. The road from Bakersfield, once she fell asleep, I set the cruise control 80 miles an hour all the way to Lake Havasu exit in Arizona. Got gas, she woke up, smoked a cigarette. I got back out on the freeway, she fell back asleep. I set the cruise control from there all the way to, where else did we get gas? Holbrook, Arizona is where I got gas at again. And then from Holbrook, we made it all the way to, Sky City, New Mexico, before I had to get more gas. And then from Sky City, New Mexico, we made it all the way to Vega, Texas, where I had to get gas. From Vega, Texas, made it all the way to Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City, made it all the way to Joplin, Missouri. From Joplin all the way to Troy, Illinois. From Troy, Illinois, we made it all the way to 2105 Dayton, Ohio. Did I stop in Indiana? No, I didn't stop in Indiana. To Dayton, Ohio. From Dayton, Ohio to Trenton, I topped it off when we picked up the trailer, and that's where the gas mileage went to shit. Every 150 miles, we had to get gas. I pulled a 10,000-pound brick parachute. Tony, if this all works out and I get all the equipment that I need and everything goes good, I'm going to be traveling the country on my own business, moving people and moving equipment. I'm going to be happy. Live streaming around the country. If I do this car to Texas, it's going to be worth its weight in gold.
At the entrance to Pinewood Glen Apartments, 2221 South Real Road, for ineffective breathing.
If this guy's car, moving this car to Texas does happen, everything goes smooth with it, I'll be able to purchase a new pickup, a Dodge.
344 Adam, bearing
172. 310-4, 415 domestic, 519 Oregon Street.
And then when I go pick it up and bring it back, shit, I'll be able to get whatever I need to finish off the trailers wise.
Six Adam controller.
But the next trip, I'm going to take someone with me that can pull a trailer, that knows how to pull a trailer.
2808 North Chester Avenue, near apartment 1. In front of, it'll be between a male and female, and a verbal, and the female made a comment regarding the male subject hitting her. 2808 North Chester Apartment 1. Looking at copy now, airport solid.
My wife knows how to drive, she just don't know how to pull trailers at all. Especially that size of a trailer. By the time we would have got back, if I would have let her drive, by the time we got back to Washington, it probably would have been half the size it was. It probably would have been a flatbed.
any mileage, 16.3.
I'm at 110-4, 2338.
But the bad thing about it, with the wind that we had coming home, anytime I would get over 60 miles an hour, the wind would just kill us. The wind was our biggest enemy on the way home. Either we had a headwind or we had a side wind. Very rarely we had a pushing wind.
.503 en route 213.
When we got a pushing wind, we got up to 8.2 miles to the gallon. But that was only in one state, North Dakota. Yeah, we're missing altogether, yeah. Yeah, Will. Where'd you drop the trailer, Will? I thought we'd get better gas mileage if we left the trailer in Montana. Well, shit. But what really sucked about it is, if I would have had my stabilizing arms, my sway arms, able to be hooked up to it, it would have been a lot better, an easier pull on it. But it didn't have the brackets for the trailer. So what I'm going to do is go down and I got to go to a welding shop and have a set of brackets made that I can bolt on. Bolt them onto the frame of the trailer for the next time. Then I'll be able to have my sway bars, my stabilizing bars.
245 to the park, just north of the West.
I'll do another trip back to Washington, but I'm going to charge the rate that it should be charged. Not screw up like I did last time. Well, pretty good, Joe. I need a set made that I can bolt onto the frame, so my sway bars will work.
Inmate service 1, 1014, 1 passenger, destination give bus.
Inmate service 124.
Hi, Silver.
Can I go keep the piece over property 5706 Autumn Crest Drive?
Property sign in there.
Someone just got a red light ticket.
Motor 10. Motor 10, 10-8, log off ready. Motor 10, copy.
The older you get, you know why people live in the woods now, Justin?
214. Give all respond for unresponsive mill.
I'm at 2 affirmative. Confirm at Lincoln and number 19.
Will be east of.
That's fine.
I don't know if she's in here.
Control 126, clear 29 plate.
Call her, Teresa, see what she's doing.
Speed, Cam, Union, Williams, 995 on a Honda.
She probably passed out.
To a 2020 Honda.
What's up, Will?
To the subject.
Metro 2. Cancel medically. Go for it.
I'll check that out, Joe. Yeah, so the next trip I do, I think I found a driver to ride with me that'll work with me. Unless my wife wants to go, but other than that, I don't think she really wants to do another run. That was a hard run on her.
Control,
Code to medical aid, outside of Station 2, 716 East 21st Street for Burns.
Hey, Sam. The RP is 1097 across the street. It's panic following black clothing. Just for information, the RP was just a refused witness. What were you feeling? Any subjects in the apartment complex? Copy.
You want ECC?
Thank you.
206 code 4.
Damn. 20 foot, 8x5, blacked out, $7,900. It's not bad.
Engine 1, outside fire, Golden State Avenue and F Street.
Control 1, 2+6 Adam.
206 Adam.
Eastern Control 4 for a brush fire off Golden State and F Street.
Golden State.
A 102 by 20. A 102 by 20 foot.
Control 1, 2+6 Adam will be posted at the location.
To the location.
Control 1, Tango 11, can you submit the missing juvenile?
Tango 11, over.
.102 by 20. 9,400. Enclosed car carrier. That's not bad. Eric, you think I'm not going to carry my 45 with me on the road? I was strapped to the gills, buddy.
Deputy is on scene advising this is a brush fire. Did you want to start any additional equipment?
Negative, we'll advise when we get on scene.
Copy.
You know, when you're out on them highways, out in those areas, when you get out in those areas like where I was at, you're gonna stay strapped or get clapped.
406 Adam, we're out to the check the welfare.
You know, when I was a truck driver, I always had,
Adam, 10-4, and out to back, check the welfare at 1100
I always
Wilson
carried
Avenue.
a snub-nosed 357.
Company their father, Isaiah Sanchez, at 1100 Wilson Avenue.
I always carried a snub-nosed 357 with a quick loader. But why carry a revolver?
Why 6 rounds?
Because I'm not going to police my rounds. You're going to be out there with a damn semi-automatic having to go pick up your spent casings. You know, a revolver, you ain't got to go chase nothing. It stays with you. Only thing that you're going to look at is what's coming out the tip of that barrel. When I first started driving diesel truck, I used to carry a sawed-off 12 gauge.
Copy 301 en route with engine 1.
But 12 gauge is a little too big to be carrying in a pickup truck. Oh, Missy, where you from? You know, like my wife says, she don't care who I meet. You talk to her, she's sleeping?
Yeah. She passed out. Native Dave, I've been with my wife now 22 years.
10-4. Be along the railroad tracks off of Bina. The call's been holding.
She knows I'm not going nowhere. And I'm not going to do nothing stupid.
Cushon Row 7 traffic stop. California 9, John Victor David 318, correction 319 on a Volkswagen northbound 14, just north of Bakersfield.
Stops current 2017 Volkswagen Ford out of California City.
Western units, all primary traffic will be on channel 1. Western units, all primary traffic will be on channel 1. Control to clear.
You know, the first
Copy on scene 23.
the first half of our marriage, our life together, I was a truck driver, cross-country truck driver. I spent 90% of my time over the except the last 5 years. The last 5 years, I've been pretty much home every night. But before that 5 years, I was a cross-country truck driver, pretty much. So I had many opportunities to do whatever I wanted to do. Never did it. So she knows she can trust me to meet somebody.
Someone can talk.
3, 10, 10. Keys on number 2, obstructed license plate.
Not doing the next door. Do you want us to do it the next door? You said they're not going to do it?
Well, I'm 46 years old. A lot of people say I'm just a baby.
Control 1 10 7.
Missy. Missy, he was my co-pilot in Seattle. My wannabe co-pilot. My granddaughter was like, fuck yeah, let's get out there. I'm like, sit your little ass in the back seat and shut up.
You copy 8, X-ray Tom William 840.
From the left street 840. Fort Valley 3, no stop, 6.
Why my co-pilot was trying to hide.
Pending master file.
Also advising they made contact with the patient. Patient's refusing medical aid. You can complete.
Yeah, Teresa, you're old. My granddaughter, she's a spunky one. He knew more about Aurora Street. Oh yeah, I know where you're from now. You're out there by Thule.
1098, 1010.
3.
Union copy 9, Paul Robert Zebra 664 on a white Infinity.
I wouldn't mind going to getting a load to Salt Lake City and doing this in Salt Lake City. What are you talking about, Native Dave? Team red or blue?
My granddaughter, 16? Shit. All my wife's gonna get is hot dogs.
Code 4. I'm confirming code 4.
Dave, I've never been to prison.
Anyway, service line, 1097, get bus, now going 1019.
But I'm called, I call my team FAFO. I'm from Team Fuck Around Find Out. I'm about my family. That's all I care about, my family. I never believed in that red team, blue team, neo-Nazi or lowrider mafia, whatever the fuck they call themselves. You know, I may be a white boy, but I've never been. I'm not one of the racist white boys. I got a brother that's black as hell. He looks like Michael Blackson. You know what I mean? Motherfucker can hide in the dark, standing right in front of you. As long as he don't open his eyes or smile, you'll never see him.
Fire 1, you're unreadable.
My cousins are Filipinos.
Fire 1, your traffic's unreadable. Patrol 10. Patrol 10.
I got Native American family members.
246 Adam, control 1.
I'm 3/4 Cherokee Indian.
246 Adam and
Well, I'm half Cherokee Indian and Choctaw,
It'll leave the RP's friend Eleanor Chavez, who texted RP at code word that her ex, Christopher
Dutch and
Tucker, was
Irish
1097.
and Scottish.
Approximately 38 years old, white male with tattoos and facial hair, noted to be under the influence of methamphetamine. May 1032 Mary times 3. They're all for 5,000 for 243E1 and H&S at 922 Water Street, Apartment 301.
246 Adam, we're up.
Patrol 10. EC copies. You're needing a gate.
If I wanted to move to Oklahoma, I can get that property in Oklahoma
Yeah,
with my.
we secured the property.
You know, I don't understand it. That how does it? I can get that casino money if I move to Oklahoma. Is that what they call it? Casino money?
6 on 2 in front of the current Unified School District office.
But I don't see myself moving to Oklahoma.
What is Tyson Park?
301 complete. 301 complete.
246 Adam, further, it's going to be a court order violation. The second half is restrained from the oppression from Eleanor with a 100-yard stay away to contact.
You know, everybody that lived in New Washington, you know, everybody that lived across this country that I went through, every state that I went through
people live that watch TW Lives, right?
Charles 869 on a white Chevy Tahoe.
You're in Navajo, bro? Cool. Yeah, New Mexico. I'm Choctaw and Cherokee.
Spike down 7,000 block of Main Avenue, code 4.
My great-great-grandma walked the Trail of Tears.
In and 9, copy 9, George, Victor, 620 on a black Mercedes.
10-4, 10-10.
She lived to be 107 years old.
Spike down 7,200 block of Main Avenue, code 4.
Where advise the 1020?
I met her one time,
Big Avenue.
and then she passed away. Wendy, I already told you my wife turned into a nun on me. None today, none last night, none tonight, none tomorrow. She's a nun.
Metro 6, turn yourself.
37.
Sultan, are you able to provide an actual physical address? The call is still with Latlong. Negative. No address precise. We were able to get a gate closed.
Still 3 year vehicles, no stops, current 2018 Mercedes.
So it should be fine.
All 6 control.
156.
146 Adam, 415 at 205 Washington Avenue, Apartment 8 Adam. Second up is Justin Monet Foreman, 24 to
I'm
25
reading
years
chat.
old.
I'm reading all the chats as I could possibly read.
Made threats to 242 RP and then chased her down the street. He'll be inside his apartment and RP was outside 205.
Larry, when we went through Oregon yesterday, we were in a hurry to get home, bro. My wife is in chat. I gotta go buy Popeyes. I gotta go to the truck stop and buy some more chicken and put in this box, in this bag. Well, she normally makes a plate for me and a plate for my wife. You know, if you put it all on my plate, I'm gonna eat whatever on my plate. Blame it on Teresa for putting it all on my plate. There's 2 plates in here. One for me, one for my wife. I grabbed my plate. My plate just happened to be the carnivore plate.
Belly 3.
I left her a piece of chicken.
McDonald's 11 South
There's a
Central
chicken
Avenue,
leg in
no
there, a
suspect
hamburger
arrested.
patty, and some hot dogs.
He doesn't feel safe, possibly sounding paranoid.
They copy.
Yes, the meat plate is my plate. There's 2 plates. One had meat, one had the other stuff. I chose the first plate. Yeah, that chicken, it was good. If she didn't know she had chicken, I'm fine. There's a chicken leg in there. Lynette, that ain't nothing new. She could be mad at me today, mad at me tomorrow, mad at me last night.
One's on your second half is 1032 Mary times 2. One's for 11,000 for CBC. Number 2 is 5,000 for CDC. He has an unconfirmed warrant out of Arizona for a failure to appear on a liquor charge, however, no extradition. He
$70. 246, 1097.
61087.
Patrol 10, ACC.
Yeah. It might be a half-eaten chicken leg, but it'll be in there.
Patrol 10, ACC.
Code 6 on second off, confirming code 30.
Really, woman? Now you decide to join in?
Control 10, engine 10. You want me to come to your location?
Teresa made 2 plates. One for me, one for you. I grabbed my plate. And I ate what was on my plate.
Control 1097 area.
Patrol 10, ACC.
10-4.
I can't help that the plate was all... My plate had all the meat on it.
Control Mike 5 and code 6 is 2 additional to $10.
Blame it on Teresa. She knows she can't hand me a plate like that.
Control 10, 15 4.
6 Adam 1015 and code 4.
Patrol 10, ACC. Patrol 10, go ahead.
People 6, good one.
Patrol 10, can you call into ECC?
All 6 and 6 Adam 76 for supplemental.
Clear copy. Lady 6, I'm at 415 investigation on Cranbrook.
All 86 copy.
So did you guys hear?
210.
Did you guys read about that guy that got shot in the face with a pepper
Call
ball
Lincoln South Brown. 8 Paul 27 385.
at the No Kings protest?
10-4, 10-10.
He may never get his vision back. I wonder if he's yelling No Kings inside of the hospital right now.
Sorry, Metro 2, no stops current on an 07 Chevrolet local.
Control Mike 7 open Mike 5.
710 break.
Control 167. Was there an additional 1021 provided for the RFP? I-1021 advised negative on any of the subjects, 97 or on that 1021. I'll have the call taker check the number. 10-4.
Agent copy, what's your
10-4.
Control 1 246 en route to the 415 on Quincy. Edward, date of birth 12/14/1986, 86. So for a second.
Tell me the year, 1214 of what year?
12/14 of 1986, 86.
Go ahead with the second.
Hispanic male, last of Heredia, Henry, Edward, Robert, Edward, David, Ida, Adam, first of Angel, common stone, date of birth 02/12/1984, 84.
10-4.
A lot of traffic stops.
Central 3, 1010.
But people are actually stopping.
Central 3.
White and Wilson on North Carolina plate. John Frank Edward 5481 on a gray Chevy.
10-4.
Yeah, Larry, you made it across Oregon. That 307 miles track of Oregon.
2004 coupe with a release.
We made it across Oregon pretty damn quick. Now, there hasn't been no calls tonight, woman. They had a fire call, but they had the fire put out before we could even get near it.
Do you have a DL number for your second for Lydia?
5 Central 3.
Your first subject, Edwards, is no stops. Do you need DL number for Heredia?
146 Adam, the 1021 should be updated.
Negative on a DL number.
Is there a middle name or a second last name?
It'll be a testing contact for a second half. At the drive apartment there.
10-4.
Leslie, you're tripping.
Central 3, the plate you provided is returning no stops on a 2015 Nissan Pathfinder.
5 Central 3 copy. Can you copy California template David Edward 27 John 92?
10-4.
Control 10, ECC. Control 10. Control 10, just confirming you still need a gate code for the property?
Mike 5, it appears the correct date of birth is 2/12 of 89, and Heredia is no stop.
17 Chevrolet local.
It's at the Valley Plaza. Control 146 on meeting the third code for the additional 1021 is disconnected. Central 1. Response for check the welfare possible 2735 4701 Beechwood Street near apartment 137. RP advised the female arrived in a silver Infinity and the male subject was 242ing her. They both went inside the apartment.
Central 1, copy White Nash.
Man, I come home and it's boring.
Somebody go out and do something stupid. Give me a call to go to. Something.
Six, code 4 and From 356 clear, 491 by CDL.
6, go ahead.
David 7337487, last is Noel. Last information or both. Wilson is on home, 6 on 25355. 7 Silverado.
They know I'm back home.
10-4, 10-10. The Southwind, no stops, current 01 Chevrolet local.
So I'm trying to get trips to most of the states so I can meet people out there while we're out.
Central 1. We'll be with a silver Infinity. Copy 6, X-ray unit pull, 980.
10-4.
Cross 3.6 clear, that's firing a firearm.
Go ahead.
Boy Robert, George Tom, 685. Will be Lot 23, 40 caliber.
It is a very slow night.
Stops, current 08 Infinity out of Oxnard.
Yeah, Antifa was in Seattle while we were there.
Hotel. Fund an audible alarm 3550 Q Street, suite number 201.
51, I'm on with 1097 on last. Confirm it's a silent alarm.
Stand by. Schedule 2, 551, the alarm company advised it's silent.
Well, these 10-6 is one just up apart on
10-4.
Control 105, traffic stop.
Confirm it's related to your code 6 or negative?
Negative, 1098.
I'm sorry, 10-4. Go ahead with your traffic stop.
California, 9 Henry George, Nora, 983 on a Nissan Juke.
be northbound on the 14 on Rad by Rosamond Boulevard.
Copy northbound on the 14. There's 5 no stops, current 2013 Nissan out of Mojave.
Control on Mike 505,
Temporary.
Three 1010.
503.
Keynote of Black and Quincy Street, copy 7, Robert Mary Sam 347 on a white Hyundai.
10-4, 10-10.
Control 1 Tango 11, can you update my call?
LT no stops expired 2017 Hyundai local. So to the left was 503.
Fire.
God.
Code 4.
5 copy.
Control on those 0-29 1.
Rose back.
561, go 463.
5851, 10-4.
Charles Ocean Sam, date of birth 11/22/1992, 92. 561 again.
Hey, let's go piss off the hookers.
109.
Screw it.
10-4.
At least we'll get some action out of tonight. Oh. Well, we got 750 left to go for Live to Turn Friday. Let's get that down a little bit more tonight.
Temple.
Alex out acting dumb, blocking the roadway like he's somebody special.
Five B 51.
1027-629-1 is Hispanic male, last of Ramirez, common spelling with the zebra. First of Isaac, common spelling, UB 126.
Why are you blocking the road? Why are you blocking the road?
Yeah, that's Travis over there. He knows you, dude.
Who was that? Let me turn around. So I'm not parked in the middle of the road talking shit to Alex.
Another Vic.
Travis, you got any tools on you?
No.
Huh?
No.
You don't got no, what is it called? Crescent wrench? Crescent wrench?
I took it out of the house at the house.
Situation.
Why? What happened?
Broke down.
All right.
10-9, you're static.
I don't got no tools on me.
246 way, you're extremely static. I can't
I
copy.
don't carry tools in this truck.
246 way, we're still suspect.
Antifa's headquarters is in Portland. Well, they were there. So I was told the guys that were wearing all black, the black that were blacked out with the blacked out face masks, that were Antifa. And they were using that symbol, the anarchist symbol. So if you see the anarchy symbol, that's Antifa doing the symbol. And those symbols were all over Seattle.
Control 1 to plus 6 Adam.
246 Adam, what's on alert?
Check the welfare at 707 LC Street for the RP. First is Jalen, 17. Saying they're not being fed and wants to talk to someone. Be wearing a black shirt, pink shorts.
Copy, Stockton, California.
Control 1, turn 13. I'll be posted on the same subject on Park and McRae. Be advised, subject still nude. Turn 6 is
Hello,
okay.
second half, that's more.
Turn 13.
Really, too, probably second half of custody.
Traffic unit.
So from what I was told, the fireworks, you know, they weren't fireworks. What they were doing was buying the fireworks. So they were buying a bunch of different fireworks and putting them in like plastic containers and blowing them up. That's why you're seeing those big old bangs that look like aerial fireworks that were banging on the ground. So they were taking all those kind of different fireworks, putting them into containers and igniting them.
Avenue off from North 99.
Triple 6 way, I still can't copy your 10-1. 246 10.
Well, at least she wants to be seen. She's got her light up shoes on. Kevin wants to come over here and hang out with the ladies of the night.
Straight.
Door 7 on 10.
Tap 4.
Control 1, 246, en route to the GTA on
Flower.
Oh, we got a GTA on Flower.
Negative on probation or patrol at 227 is non-issue.
So let's get that number back down some more tonight. Let's get it down to at least 7 instead of 750. Maybe 6. It does help with paying the gas for me to come out and live stream.
Yes, 20.
246, just confirm that you copy RPs in the one zone.
People 610-4. Control on 2-6-4, show me around to the 417 investigation on
You
visit.
request suspicious circumstance at the mobile station in the Valley, 2601 White Lane.
Control on 2-6, can you put my call back on board for the one zone?
Is reaching an you're up.
10-4.
10-4.
For a 58-year-old female with facial injuries. Copy NBC for further.
216, I'll show you around back 216 point.
2-6, Flower Arm, Round Street.
5 North 1.
North 1, I'm still 10-6 on my turn. However, you can clear 124. I'll add drunk.
Something happened there while I was gone.
Control on North 5, advice for taking.
146 out of CIBC for theft investigation.
Man, when we got gas in Oregon, right? In Medford, Oregon, I went to go set the pump and I got yelled at by the attendant. You cannot fill your gas up here. We have to do it. I'm like, damn, okay.
Airport, no plates on the Thunderbird.
J. Douglas and Airport, no plate.
So he filled my gas tank up and washed my windows. I tried to give the guy a tip and he declined it. Said they can't accept it. I was like, that's weird.
West 51, code 4 on Sampson.
All my tools are in storage. Damn, look at that moon.
Above it, for looking through.
146 for King 3.
it's got tree coverage now.
Tank 3, clear for event.
Tank 3, go ahead.
Stand by 1.
This one.
Control 2 1097.
6 way 1097.
Tank 3 is going to be 1 Frank, Adam Lincoln, Paul 6, 2 William, 7 Victor, Henry 1, 6 6, 8 6 6.
Stop expired as a 2015-1997 Ford 2-door out of Bakersfield.
Right there.
Now, ball, close.
There's the moon.
Table 6-way RP resides at 9006 Foothills. Second half is at 9007.
And the closer I get to it, the bigger it gets. Ha! The closer, yeah. Uh-huh.
Control 21 Arch, step up.
My wife said we're going to get a cat. I said I'm moving out. Only cat that I'm going to get is a tiger. When I can get a tiger or a lion, I'll get one.
No answer on 1021 times 2.
I'm allergic to cats.
246, copy, en route to 273.5 investigation.
Hello.
Control, rotate. You run 2422 Sam Street for Savage.
Just confirming 2422.
You know what? I have found out if you go to Nevada, you can get just about any exotic animal you want for a low price.
Control 1 to Baltic 4, show me not to back to Baltic.
Or Utah.
Road 6, negative on any probation status. There's a subject by the name of Patrick Kiesling, 1032 at Frank 50,000 for PP 4573.
Road 6 County. 10-10.
503.
Our in Malvern, copy 5, George, X-ray, Frank 743 on a white Chevy Tahoe.
My buddy got a bobcat in Nevada. He bought himself a bobcat. It's a mean little bastard. Well, not little.
Five Hill 3, no stops, expired 04 Chevrolet out of Los Angeles.
Metro 628 from 828 on Cisco Water.
You got a bobcat tractor?
Metro
Cash
697 on water.
Three.
5 Valley 3.
Zero in contact, go for it.
10-4.
Just for information, all talk to the victim prior.
10-4.
Control 24, place on the BPH call back name oil.
Net 24, 10-4.
YouTube is still live.
Control 1 to plus 6 AM 1050.
Come on now, you can raise a bobcat to be a house cat. If you get them small, if you get an animal small enough as a baby, you can raise them.
Triple 6 1097.
Teresa.
Yeah, they will always have a wild nature.
Metro 6 code 4.
Make it focus. Maintain.
Well, I guess if I got one, I'd have to declaw it. The little fucker's got some long ass nails. But hell, you could even get a skunk in Nevada that's had that sack pulled out, where they don't have their what do they call them? I don't know.
Control 1, 2, 4, 6, 4, 10, 9, 7.
697.
You had a pet deer, James, until it became time to eat it?
Metro 2, 10.
Metro 2.
Dale Monterey on that black, no license, Chevy.
10-4, 10-10.
I had a pet pig growing up until it ended up in the freezer, my dad said. His name was CB.
Control 1, turn 6, Control on Metro 6, 27 Heights.
Metro.
Six Mount 583 Charles, vehicle GOA, it's on you.
I told my dad we should have just named it dinner. If it was going to become that. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
From our stop, we'll handle 242.
10-4, 3510 Jewett Avenue, apartment D for a 415. This will be Calvin, a black male. No further description, was refusing to leave.
My wife wants a pot-belly pig. I hear their meat is really tender.
Control 246, can you just get my call to 243? control on Metro 6, turning on Bernard.
Copy on Bernard.
What are you gonna do, Scotty? Go whack off? Yeah, my dad, when I was a kid, he had a ranch. He had cows and pigs and horses.
Control, Mike 7, traffic stop. Metro 6, good one.
Your play brother, Teresa? That doesn't sound right. Your play brother.
One on a silver Toyota. Will be a story in 55.
Copy a story in 55. Is it related to your call or separate?
It'll be related. There's a vehicle in front of it as well, stopping. The second vehicle is going to be towing the Toyota.
Timber on the Toyota, it's an subject expired 2023 1999 Toyota Coupe. Registration suspended in 2023 out of Roseland to Nathaniel Vernon.
Mike 7, copy.
Also Arizona, plate 19 Adam, 9
$3.95 a gallon. Wow.
Rosina's on the secondary plate out of Arizona. It's returning no stop current to a Gary Danley on a 1998 Ford Explorer out of Roseland.
Going on Metro 2 and route to 227.
We're at the Tegler 1908 H. Henry for a white male, gray hair, wearing a white sweater and tan pants with a 450 with security.
Control, Mike 7, can you advise to use in the first car?
On the Toyota, the last four of the VIN should be 3360 3360.
Mike 7, copy. Control, Mike 5 on that. Control, Mike 5, super constant, not on one.
You paid $2.35 in Missouri today? Yeah, I missed those back east gas prices already.
Charlie 10-1, I didn't copy.
CDO North 7636 406 Massive Road.
It cost me $100 to fill this truck up tonight. Back east to fill it up from empty to full was like $50 to $60. Come home and pay $100 to fill it up.
Strong 356, 1016 Lerdo.
1016. My friend, no suspect on that.
Mike 5, copy.
from Coffee on a blue Subaru 9, Adam Henry, Zebra 182, Control 2 clear.
Control Mike 7, answer field code 6, clear to 1029 2.
Go ahead.
First will be a Hispanic male juvenile. Last of phonetically Mary, Charles, King, Edward, Ocean, William, Nora. First of Joshua, comes spelling. Kidworth, 4/16/2008, 08. Break per second. Second will be a Hispanic male. Last of Garcia. First of David. Date of birth 5/29/2001, 01.
Yeah, the scanners are dead.
Central 1, standing by for itself.
Central 4.
Central 4, being Eastern.
15 is respond back to prior at 707 LC Street for the check the welfare.
10-2, copy.
McCowan is 423 only. Garcia is 3056.
Metro 2, 1087 on 230.
We're holding an additional call 1019 East for the subject at the front door phone, and I don't know if that'll be related. Suspicious person at 15 tonight.
4.
I'm going to give it a few more minutes.
You know what traffic?
Jet 2, Tally 7249.
10-4.
South Pullman.
Return South Pullman 10-4.
And 98 RP no longer wishing police assistance. Will be 1010.
Final 3.
Bernard in Sacramento on an obstructed plate. Will be a black BMW.
10-4, 10-10.
Bravo 3, copy David, Frank 16, Charles 16.
10-4.
Well, guys, we are going to call it.
4701 Beechwood Street.
I'm not going to sit here and just idle out my gas and drive around. We made $50 in donations tonight, but
5L3, no stops. Current 2000.
all right, guys, thank you all for joining in. For me and the wife, I want to say thank you to admins, moderators, and dispatcher. My dispatcher was myself tonight.
White male lost it.
Nope, that's not a call worth going to. Oh, man. But thank you all for joining in. Thank you for the donations tonight. As always, stay classy and never trashy. One love, one family. We'll see you all on the next one. Y'all have a good night.